American River, we actually have an American River College student right here, Neshwa Rabia, who helps students across Sacramento and really Northern California work to end the global water crisis and support the more than 700 people on this planet who still lack access to safe, clean drinking water. And this is through the Thirst Project. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
What an incredible project. What an incredible task to take on.
Yeah.
Now, what made you really want to get involved right here and support this idea?
So my major is fisheries biology, and I picked that major because I'm really passionate about the intersection of conservation of our natural resources, as well as supporting communities. And so when I found out about this internship, I just thought this was an amazing opportunity to connect those two things again, like our natural resources such as water and communities who need them.
Yeah, and doesn't it amaze you that there's still so many communities around, not even just here locally, but around the world that still don't have access to any kind of drinking water?
Yeah, I mean, 700 million people across the planet still don't have access to safe, clean drinking water. And it's not like, oh, they go to like a pond next to their house and it's not clean. There's usually having to travel a round trip of 3.75 miles, and that trip can take 6 to 8 hours just to collect unsanitary water that can often bring many health problems.
Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, what can be done about this, I think, is what a lot of people are wondering, especially with this project specifically.
Yeah, so Thirst Project, what we do essentially is we raise money specifically with students. We are the world's largest youth activism water organization. And essentially my job as a trailblazer is to go to different schools and challenge students in middle school, high school, grade school to take action and fundraise against the water crisis. And what we do with this money is we go to these communities that don't have access to clean water, and we build wells by drilling down into water tables so they have access to clean water.
Awesome. That's so cool. Have there been a lot of communities here locally that you've been to help people get access to water?
Yeah, I've been focusing a lot of my effort into working with Key Clubs, which are a student service organization. There's a lot of Key Clubs in Sacramento, around the world even, and these Key Clubs, what they do is they're working right now, I'm working with a few, to fundraise and do a Walk for Water event to raise empathy for not only the fact that these people don't have clean water, but they're also having to make such a perilous journey to get that water.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. If we want to get involved, if we want to help fundraise, if we want to actually become part of the team, how do we go about doing that?
So I guess the first thing I would say is you can go to thirstproject.org and you can donate just $25 can give one person clean water for life. And on top of that, if maybe you have a small business, maybe you're a student interested in Thirst Project or a teacher, you can email me directly at Neshwa, NESHWA @thirstproject.org to work with fundraisers, to start a fundraiser with your own organization, group, whatever it may be.
Sorry, we have a dog in studio here too. That was what the part was about. Don't mean to scare everyone. But this is great, and this is also a great way to meet other people, to engage with other students who are just as passionate as you are, right?
Yeah, I've met a lot of really amazing students who have gone really head first into creating a fundraiser, setting a goal, saying, oh, I want to raise $5,000, I want to raise $10,000. It only takes $12,000 to build a well, which is kind of crazy if you think about just that amount of money, which, I mean, it's a lot, but in the scheme of things, sometimes it really isn't that much. Yeah. We just talked about a project that was like over $1 million.
Yes.
But just $12,000 can completely change an entire community's lives, from their drinking, their schooling. Children are going to be able to go to school if they don't have to go to if they don't have to go collect water. Women can start small businesses and contribute to their families, and they can also grow healthy foods and fight child malnutrition as well.
I mean, that's great perspective for you right there. Okay. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. And again, one more time, that website.
Thirstproject.org.
There it is right there. Thank you so much, Neshwa. All right, let's